Welcome to an in-depth exploration of the title Son of Man, a term that carries profound significance across ancient Jewish and Christian texts. This video delves into its unique application in the Book of Enoch, contrasts it with its descriptive use in other Old Testament texts, and examines its powerful influence on New Testament theology. Join us as we uncover the mysteries surrounding this title and its connection to the Messiah. The Book of Enoch, an apocalyptic text revered among certain Jewish groups, stands out as the earliest known source to use Son of Man as a formal title for a divine messianic figure. This title is distinct from its usage in other scriptures where it merely describes human beings. In Enoch, the Son of Man is portrayed as a pre-existent celestial being who plays a pivotal role in divine judgment and the unfolding of cosmic events. In 1 Enoch, January 3rd, 46, it is written, "There I beheld the Ancient of Days, and with him another, whose countenance resembled that of a man. This is the Son of Man, who has righteousness, with whom dwells righteousness, and who reveals all the treasures of that which is hidden." This depiction highlights the Son of Man as a heavenly figure with divine authority. The Son of Man in Enoch is not just a title, but a designation for a figure with a significant cosmic role. Described as pre-existent and hidden in the presence of the Lord of Spirits, this figure is destined to judge the world and reveal divine mysteries, emphasizing his messianic function. 1 Enoch, February 5th, 48, further elaborates on this figure's pre-existence, stating that he was chosen before the creation of the world, awaiting the appointed time to reveal hidden wisdom and execute divine justice. Contrasting with Enoch's exalted title, the term Son of Man is used extensively in the Book of Ezekiel as a descriptive label. The Hebrew phrase Ben Adam, meaning Son of Man, is used by God to address Ezekiel over 90 times. Here it serves to emphasize Ezekiel's human nature, distinguishing him from the divine beings in his visions. In Ezekiel 2, God commands, "Son of man, stand upon your feet, and I will speak with you." This address highlights the prophet's mortal status and his role as a conduit for divine messages, devoid of any messianic connotations. The repeated use of Son of Man in Ezekiel underscores his humanity, in stark contrast to the divine, pre-existent Son of Man in Enoch. This descriptive term serves as a reminder of the prophet's human limitations amidst divine revelations. In Daniel, July 13th, 14, a vision describes one like a son of man coming with the clouds of heaven, receiving dominion and glory. While this passage hints at a messianic figure, it lacks the formalized, exalted title seen in Enoch, instead focusing on the figure's role in divine authority and judgment. In the New Testament, Jesus frequently refers to himself as the Son of Man, a term that resonates with the Enochian portrayal of a divine messianic figure. This connection suggests that early Christians viewed Jesus as fulfilling the role of the Son of Man from Enoch, a figure with divine authority and a central role in eschatological judgment. In Matthew 24:30, Jesus proclaims, "Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory." This depiction aligns closely with the Son of Man in Enoch as a divine judge. Similarly, in Mark 14:62, Jesus asserts, "And you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." This echoes the imagery in Enoch 69:27, where the Son of Man is described as sitting on a throne of glory and being the source of eternal light. Luke 22:69 states, "But from now on the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of the power of God." This statement reflects the Enochian vision of the Son of Man's divine nature and authority, further cementing the connection between Enoch's messianic figure and Jesus. The influence of the Book of Enoch on early Christian thought is undeniable. Despite its exclusion from the canonical Hebrew Bible, Enoch was highly regarded among Jewish and early Christian communities. The Epistle of Jude explicitly quotes Enoch 1:9, saying, "Behold, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his holy ones to execute judgment on all and to convict all the ungodly." This citation underscores the text's significance. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church still considers the Book of Enoch canonical, reflecting its enduring theological value. It remained widely respected until the Council of Laodicea in the 4th century, when it was excluded from the canon of most Christian Bibles. Enoch's continued inclusion in the Ethiopian Orthodox canon and its influence on early Christian eschatology underscore its importance. The similarities between Enoch and New Testament texts suggest that early Christians viewed it as a critical resource for understanding the nature of the Messiah and the final judgment. The Book of Enoch's themes of divine judgment, the coming of the Son of Man, and the final battle against evil have clear parallels in the Book of Revelation. Both texts emphasize a cosmic struggle between good and evil, the vindication of the righteous, and the ultimate triumph of divine justice. Early church fathers like Tertullian and Justin Martyr reference the Book of Enoch, acknowledging its eschatological significance. Tertullian in particular advocated for its inclusion in the canon due to its prophetic insights. The text's prominence among the Dead Sea Scrolls, particularly within the Essene community, highlights its widespread acceptance and influence in various Jewish sects. The Book of Enoch remained part of the biblical canon for many early Christian communities until its exclusion at the Council of Laodicea. Despite this, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church continues to regard it as scripture, demonstrating its lasting impact on Christian thought. The text's exclusion from most Christian Bibles did not diminish its theological influence, as evidenced by its thematic similarities with the Book of Revelation and other apocalyptic writings. The figure of the Son of Man in Enoch shares similarities with divine human figures found in other ancient Near Eastern literature, such as the Mesopotamian hero Gilgamesh or the Egyptian god Osiris. These figures often played roles as intermediaries between the divine and human realms, echoing the dual nature of the Son of Man as both human and divine. Unlike these figures, however, the Enochian Son of Man is uniquely positioned as a pre-existent divine being with the authority to execute final judgment, aligning more closely with the Christian understanding of Jesus' divine nature and eschatological role. The concept of divine judgment and the final battle against evil, as depicted in the Book of Enoch, resonates strongly with the descriptions in the Book of Revelation. Both texts emphasize a final showdown between good and evil forces, culminating in the triumph of righteousness. Specific passages in Enoch, such as the prophecies of the end times and the role of the Son of Man in judging the wicked, are mirrored in New Testament writings, providing evidence of Enoch's influence on the development of early Christian eschatological thought. The Book of Enoch's canonical status varies significantly across different Christian traditions. Its acceptance by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and continued reverence among other Eastern Christian groups highlight its lasting theological significance. The book's exclusion at the Council of Laodicea reflects the broader divergence in biblical canons and the complex history of how religious texts are recognized and valued. The lasting presence of Enoch in certain canons and its resonance with widely accepted biblical texts suggest a historical recognition of its theological contributions, especially concerning the concept of the Messiah and eschatological expectations. By integrating all these details, the video offers a comprehensive and in-depth exploration of the title Son of Man, providing viewers with a rich understanding of its origins, significance, and impact across different religious traditions. This thorough approach aims to not only inform, but also engage viewers with the depth and complexity of these ancient texts and their interpretations. In the Book of Enoch, rebellious angels, often referred to as the Watchers, are bound and cast into a deep abyss as punishment for their transgressions. Enoch, April 6:10, describes how the archangel Raphael is commanded to bind the leader of the rebellious angels, Azazel, and cast him into the desert Dudael, where he will be covered with stones and await the final judgment. And the angels who did not stay within their own position of authority but left their proper dwelling, he is kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day. Jude 1:6. For if God did not spare angels when they sinned, but cast them into hell and committed them to chains of gloomy darkness to be kept until the judgment. 2 Peter 2:4. Both Jude and 2 Peter echo the idea of fallen angels being bound in chains and awaiting judgment. a concept directly aligned with Enoch's description of the fate of the Watchers. Descriptions of hell and eternal fire. In 1 Enoch 18:11 and January 2nd, 19, Enoch provides vivid descriptions of a place of punishment where fiery rivers and burning pillars consume the wicked. In particular, it describes a place prepared for the rebellious angels, filled with fire and torment. Matthew 25:41 states, "Then he will say to those on his left, 'Depart from me, you cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels.'" Revelation 20:10 also echoes this imagery. "And the devil who had deceived them was thrown into the lake of fire and sulfur, where the beast and the false prophet were, and they will be tormented day and night forever and ever." These New Testament references to a place of eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels closely mirror the descriptions found in Enoch regarding the fate of fallen angels and the wicked. Final judgment and the righteous. In 1 Enoch 1:9 and 25:4-6, Enoch speaks of the coming of the Lord with 10,000 holy ones to execute judgment upon all, convicting the ungodly for their deeds. This passage is explicitly quoted in Jude 1:14-15, directly linking Enochian prophecy with New Testament eschatology. Matthew 19:28 quotes Jesus saying, "Truly I say to you, in the new world, when the Son of Man will sit on his glorious throne, you who have followed me will also sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." Revelation 20:11-15 presents the vision of the great white throne judgment, where books are opened and the dead are judged according to their deeds. This aligns with Enoch's descriptions of divine judgment. The Watchers and their offspring. In 1 Enoch chapters 6-8, the Book of Enoch details the Watchers' descent to earth and their union with human women, resulting in the birth of the Nephilim, giants who spread corruption. Matthew 24:37-39 notes, "For as were the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For as in those days before the flood they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day when Noah entered the ark." 1 Peter 3:19-20 adds, in which he went and proclaimed to the spirits in prison, because they formerly did not obey when God's patience waited in the days of Noah while the ark was being prepared. These New Testament passages hint at the pre-flood events described in Genesis and expanded in Enoch, particularly the notion of divine beings interacting with humanity and resulting in widespread wickedness. These examples illustrate that the New Testament authors were familiar with concepts and narratives from the Book of Enoch, even if indirectly. The themes of angelic punishment, the final judgment, and descriptions of hell and eternal fire align closely with Enoch's writings, suggesting a shared theological backdrop. These parallels also support the argument that the early Christian community may have considered the Book of Enoch a valuable source of eschatological knowledge and inspiration. The title, Son of Man, holds profound significance in understanding the messianic identity of Jesus. From the apocalyptic visions of the Book of Enoch to the gospel narratives, this title reveals a divine figure destined to bring justice and redemption. As we reflect on these ancient texts and their fulfillment, we gain a deeper appreciation for the continuity of God's plan across history. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the Son of Man title. If you find this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Together, let's continue to delve into the rich tapestry of biblical narratives and their profound meanings.